Hello, collectives, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so I'd like to continue on with the election readings that I've done so far. I'm going to go on and take a look at the Georgia's race, the race between Herschel Walker and Warnock. Okay, so we're going to just simply ask the cards who's destined to win, okay, this race. I'm going to be using my Hocus Pocus cards today in order to convey your message, okay? And we're just going to pull some cards for each candidate and see who is likely to be the victor in this situation here. I'm going to spare you of many of the details because I'm sure that many of you have been watching and you already have probably seen most of the details surrounding these candidates. So we're just going to go on and just get right in to the specifics of who is destined to win, whether Walker or Warnock. So, Spirit, please guide me to this information here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you like this reading, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it to others to whom you think might benefit. Okay? And be sure to send me over your comments here. So let's go on and just do another shuffle here, and then I'm going to divide these cards into two sections here so that we can see what we can see here in terms of who might win. Okay, let's use this is for Herschel. Okay, then this portion of the deck is for Warnock. Okay, so why don't we start off first, ladies and gentlemen, by just examining the bottom energy first, okay, for um, Walker here, all right? We have the Wheel of Fortune, ladies and gentlemen, which that's a very good card as it is here. And we're going to get into discussions of these cards after we kind of, derive at who might be the victor here. Okay, let's look at Warnock's um, card here. We have the Page of Potions here. So this card tends to be a little bit more immature, I'm thinking here. And understand that usually, ladies and gentlemen, major arcana cards usually um, they have a greater impact than minor cards here, usually. And they're stronger. Okay? So I'm going to go on and just right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to pull 5 cards off the deck here to represent Walker and his situation. And we're going to just look at each card to see whether it's a yes or no card here. Okay, so let's do that now. We have the 7 of Pumpkins. Okay. We have the King of Lightning. All right. And we have the King of Candles. I'm going to pull 2 more, ladies and gentlemen. And we have the Knight of Pumpkins. And the last card here we have is the Ace of Candles. Ladies and gentlemen, these are very, very positive cards here. Let's go in and examine them and just see how many yes we have and how many no cards we have. And then we're going to do the same thing for Warnock, okay? We have the 7 of Pumpkins. That's a resounding yes card, ladies and gentlemen. We have the King of Lightning. This is a no card. We have the King of Candles. That's a resounding yes card. We have the Knight of Pumpkins. That's also a resounding yes card. And we have the Ace of Candles, ladies and gentlemen. So that's also a resounding yes card. So just of all of the cards here, we only have one no. All right. Now let's go on and do the same thing for Warnock. Okay. We have, ladies and gentlemen, for him, the Magician. Okay, I'm going to select 5 cards again. We have the Sun. Okay. We have 5 of Lightning. We have 9 of Lightning. Okay. And last but not least, we have 7 of Candles, ladies and gentlemen. So just as we did with Herschel, let's go on and just see which of these cards are yes or no. Of course, the Magician, that's a resounding yes card. The Sun, ladies and gentlemen, is also a resounding yes. Okay. The Five of Lightning, that's a resounding no. The Nine of Lightning, that's a resounding no. The Seven of Candles, that's also a resounding no. So it seems clear to me who's going to be the victor here. It's going to be Herschel. Herschel. Herschel Walker. Okay, seems to be the victor. Okay, so now to ensure that we're right with what I'm saying here, I'm going to go on and just dig a bit deeper. Okay, into the interpretations of these cards to just evaluate it, them to just give you a full story of why I derived the decision. The answer that I have come to here. Okay, we first have, remember, we have the Wheel of Fortune that came up with the bottom card for Herschel Walker. Okay, so that's the overarching energy surrounding him himself. That card is all about Jupiter connects to that card, so that card brings about a lot of good luck, ladies and gentlemen. And it's associated with fire energy. And it's certainly a positive omen, especially one to see in a case like this. It's all about good fortune, an auspicious turn of event changing, fate, destiny steering his course here. It shows forward movement, okay, as well as karma being at play. So this shows good news is certainly on the way and that he'll be deemed a victor, okay? And I feel that the gods have pretty much spoken or will speak, and the tides are certainly going to turn in his favor here. And now let's see why, just to give you a clearer picture. Let's look at the past here. We have the Seven of Pumpkins. And this card shows, ladies and gentlemen, that he truly worked hard to kind of get to where he is, and he's waiting to reap the benefits from the seeds that he's sown. Presently, I'm feeling that it seems like, I feel that he's receiving helpful advice and getting the support that he needs to become the victor. Okay? I feel this card is very professional. Okay? I'm getting commitment and good characteristics, despite what you might have been seeing in the news, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? You can't always trust everything that you see. I feel that he wants to feel others, wants to free others from restrictive circumstances, but he might also have a problem being too strict himself or perhaps too insensitive because we have this king here that's connecting here and that represents him. Or it could be somebody around him that's in this way, but I just feel that he can fly off the handle at the slightest provocation I'm getting. Very egotistical, perhaps, and perhaps a little hypocritical. And I'm feeling that these things they're gonna come to him and pose a challenge. I'm getting because he has that Knight of Pumpkins there. At best, I feel that he's too stubborn, and we might discover he's also has a proclivity towards lying a lot or being a con man. However, despite it all, ladies and gentlemen, he'll move into this new position slowly but surely. Okay? Because this is what this night is. It's all about movement, moving slow, at a slow pace, just like Aesop's fable that he discussed, the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady wins the race, right? And then you have these you have these court cards. See, he has a lot of people that's helping him or that's involved. And that could be a good thing for him too. But again, I'm seeing him receiving a lot of financial backing, and these cards kind of show that if he really continues with and takes the necessary steps to and plan properly, as I think he's been doing, he's going to definitely win. I feel actions are already in place for this to, as I said, for this to really happen, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Let's see what else I'm kind of spirit is wanting to tell me about this here. And I'm kind of feeling that, the outcome, look at the outcome. The Ace of Candles. A very, very positive card here. It looks good for him, and it shows a new way. The dawning, ladies and gentlemen, of a new night. a new life, you know, replete with confidence, enthusiasm, as well as creativity. So I'm certainly 100% certain that Walker will be victorious here. All right. Now let's go on and just move over here and just see why Warnock will not be victorious. Okay. Let's look at these cards here. I'm gonna try to whip up a story for you guys. Okay. Well, we know that that page of potions fell at the bottom. Remember. So that card shows that he'll feel a sense of restriction and really don't think that he's really, despite what you may be seeing in the news, he really doesn't feel he's fully prepared to kind of meet the challenge at hand. I'm getting. In the past, I'm getting that he embraced this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, with complete abandon, right? But his spirit, kind of got a bit diminished. I'm getting here. Okay, maybe he became a bit very tiresome again. Okay, I feel that, ladies and gentlemen, he's trying to win at all costs here. This is the blackmail type card, and you know, winning at all costs, it's not going to serve him any good trying to do this or trying to blackmail somebody because I do feel that there's an element that's going on within this race that he is affiliate with. He's doing or has some involvement with it. Okay, and I don't feel he really cares about Walker. He just wants to win at all costs here. Okay, this is an important election for him. I feel that also he's experiencing a myriad of problems with those who seem to be surrounding him and helping him. You know, I feel that it will be very hard for him to kind of surrender dishonesty and disloyal tactics. I'm getting. He's very narcissistic, ladies and gentlemen, and possibly a bully. Okay. I also see him being in despair in the end, or just sitting up late and really worrying about perhaps the things that he may have said, you know, or perhaps things that he may have done to kind of diminish the integrity of this race. I see him focusing more on his business at the end of the day, which I feel is going to be very successful for him. But I don't think that he's not going to win this race, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like that the cards are kind of strongly signaling that Walker is going to be the victor here. So, this is what I have, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what your thoughts are. Okay. Thanks so much for viewing. And as I said, I look forward to hearing your comments. And if anyone likes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website and schedule a reading. Or you can send me an email to any of the email addresses identified within the description box. Have a pleasant day. Thanks.